What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? Today is October 31st, Halloween, and for the third week in a row, it is Victory Monday for our Washington Commanders. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. You know what I'm saying? You know the motherfucking vibes, and we're 2-0 since that guy, the Magic Man, the Enigma, the legend of Taylor Heinicke, has stepped in place of our starter Carson Wentz. So this video today is just going to be talking about Taylor, a guy that I've been very critical of. I understand his limitations, and I just want to come out. This is for all the Taylor Heinicke lovers out there. I love whoever's winning football games for my team, and whoever suits up for my team on Sundays, I'm going to support him the same as the last guy. Trust me, we've seen a lot worse here at quarterback. But I want to give Taylor his flowers. The ODU boy himself. The journeyman, the Magic Man, the legend. Taylor Heinicke is such an interesting case study as a quarterback because we all have our own personal preferences of what we want our quarterback, our potential franchise building block quarterback to be here. We've taken many swings, we've had many misses, and we've had so many failures here as Washington fans. But this Taylor Heinicke guy is one of the hardest evaluations ever. But I think I'm going to take a different stance on this going forward. I feel like me and all the Taylor guys that see him for what he is as a quarterback, we're missing the point and not appreciating what this guy means to this locker room and to this organization. Despite his limitations, despite the lack of an arm or magical quarterback qualities, he has magic in his own ways. This fucking guy, like, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, it's not always pretty or even close to it. It looks mid. It looks ugly a lot of the time. But as long as he's on the football field, minus the time that Dallas put up 60 on us on primetime, as long as he's on the football field, it feels like we have a chance to win the game. We have a legit, genuine chance to win the game no matter what scenario or situation or stipulation this guy is put in. Taylor has the guts, the cojones, and the moxie to rally this guy, and they fucking love him in this locker room. Maybe I just don't want to be someone who goes back on his words, but maybe this team would be fucking better off saving the money and the draft capital and just letting him rock for another season. I don't know. What do y'all think? Because there is some Rudy underdog sorcery that takes place when Taylor Heinicke's on the field. And since Ron's been the coach here, he's been the best quarterback that's seen the field for us, including Alex Smith, Haskins, rest his soul, Kyle Allen, and the little bit that we've seen of Wentz. It's such a confusing thing because you see quarterbacks and you see what you envision of our savior that we've never had at quarterback. We just envision this 6'3", 6'4", absolute playmaker, rocket arm, makes all the throws, extend the play, can do it from the pocket, manipulates defenses with his eyes and with his brain. But Taylor just defeats the mold of all that and somehow always finds a way to make shit happen. He's played 8 quarters this season for us. 6 of those 8 quarters have been not good, but we're 2-0 since he's taken over as a starter. Like, this shit is befuddling, it's mind-blowing, it's perplexing. but the man has to get his flowers for it. I'm not one that's gonna slurp every single thing he does and treat every result as if Heinicke beat this guy, Heinicke beat that guy, Heinicke won, Heinicke did this. But Heinicke is a large part of why we're on this winning streak right now. And when the fourth quarter, bright lights are on, and when it's time for when shit hits the fan, Taylor finds a way to get shit done. Yes, he's like a 30-year-old quarterback. Yes, he's undersized. He does not have a rocket arm. Shit, he barely has a pistol of an arm. But this dude is a fucking gamer, playmaker from hell. And that 4th and 2 conversion to Curtis Samuel encapsulates why he may be the better fit for the weaponry we have here. But it's also weird because they shrunk the playbook from what we've seen in earlier weeks, and we're not exactly acquiescing to his specific skill set. But this motherfucker is never out of it. We see a true test in these next couple weeks. We're playing a 6-1 and a 7-0 team in the next 2 weeks. We got our former quarterback, Kirk Cousins, who everyone loves to hate. Always going to be my guy. And we got the undefeated Eagles with Jalen Hurts coming to town. Wentz doesn't need to see the field again for this team. And one, because of the draft capital reason, but the whole fucking team gravitates to Taylor more. This is Taylor Heinicke's team. Did I want to say that? Did I want this to be the case? I did not. But this is his locker room. They love him. And for Ron Rivera and Scott and company, this coaching staff that I don't think is necessarily the answer for long term, I think me and a lot of people with the same mindset of myself, we need to appreciate Taylor Heinicke for what he is until we find our guy. And we may need to stop trying to put band-aids on bullet holes and spending money and draft capital in other places and just fucking rock with Taylor goddamn Heinicke until we find that guy, because he's 7-3 in his last 10 starts, and he's now 9-9 as a starter in the NFL. And for a lot of franchises, that is a stat that you scoff at. But for being a fan of this franchise, it's not something to scoff at. So this is me thinking about Taylor in a different light, appreciating who he is and what he's capable of, and putting some respect on his name because I've not always done so. You got it, bro. You got the juice, Taylor. You are who we need to rock with until we have our guy. I don't know how. One day we're going to draft our own superstar bona fide guy. But for now, we need to just ride this Taylor wave because shit is just different when he's on the field. The fucking defenders, the players on the sideline, the energy at the stadium, and he just galvanizes the fan base. This dude, he's just a likable ass dude. And no matter how much I try to, he has a noodle arm, he's limited, you can't deny how electrifying this guy is. And we have 9 games left in the season. At this point, we don't need to see anything but Taylor going forward. And we haven't even seen a complete game out of him yet, and we're 2-0. When those complete performances come, if they come, we may be a different looking ball club. Cole Holcomb, Jahan Dotson, Chase Young coming back in the fold. Maybe Will Jackson back on the field once he's not traded for a bag of chips. Maybe Taylor can take us on a run. But I'm rocking with him. I'm not going to no more try to nitpick his game because he is who he is. And for some fucking reason, the shit works. Scott Turner, open the fucking playbook up to the quarterback's strengths and let him fry. Because for 3 quarters, it was all horizontal passes and bullshit. And we had almost 400 yards of offense and only 17 points to show for it. And that's not going to do. But this is me, Rio Robinson, on Halloween 2022, saying, I respect the hell out of, I get it, and I'm giving flowers to Taylor Heinicke. You are the best quarterback we've had in the fold here in the Ron Rivera era, and you are probably the most loved and galvanizing enigma we've seen here since Robert. Kirk was way better, but fans love this motherfucker. Players love this motherfucker. Coaches love him, and he just gives this team an edge. And if this team is actually going to make something out of this season, it's probably going to come under the helm and the right arm and the legs of Taylor motherfucking Heinicke. It's Victory Monday, y'all. I'm putting respect on my quarterback's name. Please keep it going. No. Please do better these next 2 weeks. But however it gets done, I'm not even going to nitpick how it gets done. If it continues to be ugly, so fucking be it. Just keep getting it done, Taylor. Go out and beat our former quarterback. The Vikings are 6-1, but let's not kid. They are fucking beatable. They are very beatable, and we actually match up favorably versus this team. I'll be mixing it up with the Purple Pocket Podcast this week for a game preview. Taylor Heinicke, I'm here to apologize, and I'm here to give you your flowers, sir. You're electrifying, and you may just be what this fan base and what this franchise needs to turn a corner. And if the players can believe in you, I'm going to believe in you myself. Salute to you, lead commander Taylor, and get us some more W's, because I put the season in a coffin a couple weeks ago, and a couple weeks later, things are different. Opinions are destined to change when presented with new data. The new data presented is named Taylor Heinicke, and shit has changed since he's been inserted at the quarterback positions. That's all I got for right now. Hail to the Washington Commanders. Deuces.